Okay, Deepakanandji. Please put your mantra, Divyaben, please follow.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Namo Vitragai.
Vittagai.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo Arihantara.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Chitranam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayuliyanam.
Namo Vajjayanam.
Namo Vastayanam.
Namo Loe Sava Sahunam.
Namo Ravayasavanam.
Eso Panchana Mukkaro.
Asa Panchanamukkalo.
Savapavappanasano.
Savapavapanatano.
Mangalanam cha Sauvesim.
Ram Jasavachim.
Adamam Havai Mangalam.
Salam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Thank you, Divyaben. Okay, we will start today. It's English satsang, but we will start with a pad which is all Mahatmas are singing their favorite pad. So let us hear Ameeben's
Jai
favorite pad.
Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand. Okay, Ameeben.
उपजावे संयम परिणाम उपजावे संयम परिणाम हर्षने शोकनि विभावावस्थे हर्षने शोकनि विभावावस्थे हाजर थયું તેજ જ્ઞાન ઉપજાવે સંયમ પરિણામ સ્થૂળ સંજોગોના દબાણ વચ્ચે સ્થૂળ સંજોગોના દબાણ વચ્ચે હળહળતું આવે કઈથી અપમાન સામો નિમિત્ત જો નિર્દોષ ભાસે આપણું વધ્યું ઊર્ધ્વ પરિણામ સામો નિમિત્ત જો નિર્દોષ ભાસે આપણું વધ્યું ઊર્ધ્વ પરિણામ જાગૃત રાખે કડવા સંયોગો એવા પૂદગલને સદબુદ્ધિ હોજો સત્તા વ્યવસ્થિત જાણ સત્તા વ્યવસ્થિત જાણ ઉપજાવે સંયમ પરિણામ દીપકાનંદજી
Jai Satchidanand.
ઉપર લેવો
No, you too.
ગમે તે પ્રસંગ પાવતો લાગે દૂધમાં સાકર ખુદ પોતે જે નાખે ગમે તે પ્રસંગ પાવતો લાગે દૂધમાં સાકર ખુદ પોતે જે નાખે सम्यक बुद्धि प्रज्ञानी पाखे वातावरण ने हळवू ज राखे सम्यक बुद्धि प्रज्ञाने पाखे वातावरणे हळवू ज राखे આપણું સ્પંદન કોઈને ના વાગે શુદ્ધ નિષ્કંપન સ્વસંગે જાગે असंग स्वरूप ध्यान असंग स्वरूप ध्यान उपजावे संयम परिणाम उपजावे संयम परिणाम हर्ष ने शोक ने विभावावस्थे हाजल थયું તેજ જ્ઞાન ઉપજાવે સંયમ પરિણામ ઉપજાવે સંયમ પરિણામ જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ.
Jai Satchidanand, beautiful pad you chose, is your favorite chose. There are lot of items for our everyday life. So what is your what do you learn from this for your practical life? Ameeben?
In this pad, Uncle Kaviraj has put everything which is very much important for our progress. Our Saiyam means what we are attaining our goal is everything is based on all these things that Kaviraj says ke when the Jnan will be present, when any circumstances, whether it is you are in happiness mood or it is sadness situation, our Jnan should be present as a vitrag. We should not be elevated or we should not depressed when the situation is so much against uncomfortable situation or whether it is comfortable situation. Now we have got this Jnan that we have to present as a vision with a vitragness that everything should be balanced in our light, and whatever is situation is there, we have to how to very good everything it is given in this pad ke how Vyavasthit Shakti is going to be helpful in this ke whether this Pudgal which we have got, it should be get that sadbuddhi usko means it should get such type of sadbuddhi that it should be completely devoted to Vyavasthit Shakti, and this situation is helpful to give it a lot to give more progress about this situation is only going to give us lesson, and we have to learn from this how Vyavasthit Shakti is attaining all this situation and how we have to stay in this situation. I think so this pad is my favorite, and I always used to pray for Dadaji ke everything whatever is in this given in this pad should be happen exactly with us and we can do purushart over this thing. That's
No, you thank you. You talked about the path, but now Paul talks about a lot of happiness, sadness, bad situation, somebody insulting you, and all that stuff. So how have you been able to cope up, or have you learned from this path, and what are the weaknesses you still need to improve?
And main thing that everyone is innocent, this vision we have to put, and we are doing all this satsang and this for attaining this innocent vision only. Okay, how this innocent vision, this AptAPUTRA and all Mahatmas having, so same thing should be acquired in me.
So are you focusing on everybody being innocent now? What's your main focus out of this
process?
Huh?
This is all in process. It is hurting also. I'm sometimes disabled and sometimes it is able.
No, I understand. Now, there are a lot of things here. What is your one weakness in this path you're trying to overcome?
Pardon?
there are a lot of incidents for daily life in this path.
Yeah.
What is one of the weakness you're trying to overcome out of this one in your practical
Weakness?
life?
I always pray that this Pudgal which I have got is not so sufficient to accept this Gnan, and why I should be get so much well. I think in this path, my weakness is that I should more give focus on Vyavasit Shakti is only doing everything, and I should observe in this, and this is my weakness, that everything happens and then I make a conclusion that it is Vyavasthit. But during time when the situation is disturbing me, that time also it comes within the situation is already it is going on, and that time the Vyavasit Shakti may be helpful to me, because that what suffering period now, that should be, I should this suffering period I taking it on me, and it should be Vyavasit Shakti, when it is happening, it should not be everyone is innocent, and I'm not in so much, but I have in progress or process that this suffering should be become very weak during the situation.
Oh, very
I
good.
should overcome the suffering, which, and I can see how this suffering should be, and I should not, I should overcome that suffering, that it should be less during the situation.
Very, very good observation and experience. Deepakanandji?
Yeah, Jai Satchidanand, that is good. So our life situations, they could be very much troublesome, very much trying and bothersome. But when we have right understanding, that is right knowledge, wisdom of right knowledge, will always keep us in total control and inner balance, whether the situation is favorable or unfavorable. So in this part, in this poem, this is what is revealed by Kaviraj, who has written this part. So that is just excellent, and it always tells us that no matter what the situation is, we all come across trying situations, and especially when we are insulted very badly. In those situations, we see the other person only as nature's instrument who is delivering our own stuff which was given previously is getting delivered back to us. And when we have that understanding, our inner state will naturally get elevated. That's the best part. And in those situations where we can easily get affected, get hurt, and maybe we even can get violent, but with this inner understanding that whatever I'm suffering today is result of my past doing only. And so the person who is delivering today is a mere instrument of nature. And so that person is totally innocent. It is my fault that is making me suffer, not the other person who is instrument to give me that suffering. And when we are alert in all such situations, in difficult situations, so we are asking prayer, we are praying Dada Bhagwan, a self-enlightened soul, that let me have that inner wisdom of right understanding, right intellect, that it reminds me that this is the nature's order, and nature's order is always perfect. It doesn't do of its own, but it is just nature's delivery mechanism which is working naturally as result of the past projected karmas. And when we have this understanding, then we will always remain at peace no matter what the situation is. So in that, with this inner understanding, every situation, no matter what, favorable, unfavorable, happy, unhappy, we will be able to make every situation pleasant for ourselves and all others with this right inner understanding. And we will always keep the atmosphere pleasant, amicable, harmonious. And we will always be vigilant that not a single vibration from our side hurt anyone. And when such is the thing, such is the situation, with wisdom of right understanding, that we will remain totally vibration free, and it will keep us in our inner pure soul state, that is the divine state of self-realization. Jai Satchidananda. What you said is quite right, very correct.
Jai Satchidananda.
You want to add something to that, Ameeben? What Deepakanandji said?
Yeah, that means in our daily situation, whatever is happening is only my projection. And I got this good point, okay, whether that person is delivering and he is not a sufferer, because he is just a delivered man, delivered nature has sent to us that we have to free from that karma. So the delivery person is should be totally innocent, and this understanding is a right understanding we have to follow. And especially Dada has given this only thing ke nimit, that person is only an instrument. This I got a good point, that instrument word is always lacking in my daily situation of putting Gnan in my application. That instrument is a good point for me. So that whenever the instrument word will pop up, that time the situation, the person, delivered person should automatically will be innocent for me. That I think so.
Very true. That's true.
Okay.
Yes.
Anybody else? Kanchan Bhai, you want to add something to this? Dilip Bhai? Kanchan Bhai, you want to add to something of your experience or weaknesses on from the path?
Can you go down? I want to understand this. आपन स्पंदन कोઈને ના વાગે, શુદ્ધ નિષ્કંપન સ્વસહી સંગે જાગે. What does that mean? શુદ્ધ નિષ્કંપન સ્વસહી સંગે જાગે.
It is like when we are.
Yes, Deepakanandji, please explain in English what that means.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, thank you.
So any vibration that in that circumstantial pressure, that situation, our mind can have negative vibration, we can have verbal wrangle, we can have behavioral differences, violent behavior. But when none of these mind, body, or speech, none of that vibrations are hurting anyone, then in that situation, like I will try to explain it this way. A lamp is lighted, and when there is no breeze or wind around, that lamp will remain steady. Correct? Do you understand? Lamp will remain steady without the breeze, without wind. Do you understand?
What is Shuddha Nishkampan?
That's what I'm saying. Did you understand the lamp example?
Say it again.
Did you understand the lamp example? Example of lamp, lighted lamp.
Um,
And when there is no breeze or any disturbance, that the lick remains straight and stable. So here, when mind, speech, body vibrations are not there, even in the most trying and difficult situation, then our inner pure soul state, you can experience that.
Okay.
Because that is totally free from any vibration.
Right. So by mind, body, and speech, if we don't have any spandan, means any
Vibration.
vibration that can hurt anybody, then this situation occurs.
Yes, this is like example of that lamp. When there is no
Okay.
breeze, then it remains, the lick remains steady. Otherwise, the lick is always getting disturbed. Weak with that lamp.
Okay. So that's the real dharma of Atma.
Yeah, so you have the experience of pure soul within you, as I am pure soul, and you can experience bliss.
Correct. Okay.
Although with akram vignan, that is stepless path of liberation, what we have got, with that we can remain with our inner balance, even in the presence of disturbing situation of our mind, speech, and body. But then that taste is not unique. For us to have an exclusive experience of pure soul and of bliss, then we must have our mind, speech, body free from all kind of vibrations.
So how do we know that the vibrations of our mind, body, speech do not hurt anybody?
One thing is very clear: when there is any vibration, it will first bother and affect us, and then it affects others. Because first, in any situation, our mind, speech, body get disturbed, and then we pass those disturbances to others. Rather, it reaches the other person. So the first experience of calmness, peace, and bliss is experienced by us. In any situation when that is not there, definitely the person who we are dealing with will always be hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
is what happens.
yeah, yeah. What this is what we brought. It's in our nature that can be hurt anybody in any situation. But our aim is not to hurt anybody, because
That is
might
fine.
be
Your aim is there, but we even unknowingly we end up hurting others because we lack that inner understanding of the science of happening, why things happen to us. So with Dada's aphorisms, like whatever happened is right, whatever happened is just. Also, sufferer is at fault. Then in any case, look around, who is suffering? Then it is his or her fault. So with this understanding, it is very easy to find out who is at fault. And one who is at fault must correct his mistake. And that's how we keep correcting our mistakes.
yes, yeah. With this right knowledge, it's always I am at fault, no matter what.
I didn't get, what happened, the right knowledge?
I'm sorry.
What you said, the right knowledge, after
No,
right,
with the right knowledge, it's always me at fault.
right knowledge will always show you at fault. You will,
Correct. Yeah, instead of anybody else, there is always a me behind this. Every action, every reaction, it's my problem, you know. It's,
yeah, that's why it is what Dada has said at another place, that I am responsible, wholly and solely, I am only responsible for everything I do. And everything that happens with me, it is my reflection.
yes,
So it is said that when we understand that this natural cosmic power of Vyavasthit Shakti, which keeps everything up to date, everything in a perfect order, if we understand that, then we will not see anybody at fault, and eventually we will experience bliss and become free totally from all karmas.
yeah, with that understanding, our suffering also go away.
Yes, suffering will also go away, very true.
Yeah,
Because with this inner understanding, we will know, identify and understand that I am not the sufferer. The body self, name bearer, is sufferer, and I am the knower of the suffering, and sufferer is separate from me.
yes. And then,
When that understanding and experience opens, then we will experience peace, calmness, and bliss even in the presence of trouble, problems. In
Right.
most trying situations, most difficult situations also, we will be able to stay with inner peace and bliss.
yeah, and at the same time, we guide file number 1 or tell him to correct the mistake.
Correct. So we will correct our mistake because it is our reflection.
Yes. This is amazing.
Yes. It is total life science which Dada Bhagwan has revealed. He said, we always remain happy and cheerful because we see the whole world totally fault free. I don't see any individual at fault at all. By that very sight and belief, to see anybody at fault will make us look, I will say, ugly, because that inner disturbance will always get reflected on our face.
Yeah, yeah, we know that there is nobody in this world can do any bad to you unless you do something to them.
Unless you have done something in the past, and even if you do now, then it is going to reflect to you again.
In the past and in the future as well. If I do it today,
Correct.
I will do it. So, with that understanding, I don't see any fault of anybody. Then I'm at peace.
Correct.
I'm at total peace.
Absolutely.
And this is really, you don't, otherwise, with the presence of all the whole world, you will always feeling inferiority complex that, that everybody is great other than me. But now I know it's my mistake and I correct it. So we are all same. We're sailing in the same boat.
Correct. Very true. Absolutely. Right.
Good. Continue back. Very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yes,
Okay.